We're back on Patriot League All Access, part of our Student Athlete Spotlight feature this week. We're chatting with the Molten Player of the Week in the Patriot League, Taylor Poole from Lehigh. Taylor, thanks for joining me today. Big victory, actually a couple big victories for your club over the weekend. Saturday's was a 3-0 sweep of American, following up the 3-0 sweep of Navy on Friday, and your club sits 5-2 right now in the Patriot League. Right now, tell me what the mental outlook of the team is right now. You got to be feeling pretty good about yourselves at 5-2.
Yes, after this weekend, we definitely do feel good about our wins. Going into the weekend, we knew that we needed to come away with 2 wins in order to stay on top of our goals for the season, which are to get to the Patriot League Championships and play in the final game. I think that we really stayed focused and gained confidence as a team. And this weekend starts the second round of Patriot League play, and we are on the road at Holy Cross and Army, and we can't wait for that to start.
Your performance obviously was crucial for your club last week as you went 2-0, got those victories against Patriot League teams. You had 538 for the week, only had 1 error, and you were named the Player of the Week. What were your thoughts when you found out that you were named the Molten Player of the Week for the Patriot League this week?
It's always exciting to hear. I couldn't have done it without my team. I think that it was a whole team effort this weekend. We passed well, we served well, we set well, and in the end we executed well, which really helped me to achieve my goals this weekend and play well also.
Talk about the matchup specifically on Saturday against American. They've obviously been, historically, since they joined the league back in 2001, they've been, the big dogs, if you will. They're the defending Patriot League champions from last year, and obviously your club played really well against them and handed them a loss. What did your team do? What was your team able to do on Saturday that enabled you to get the victory over the Eagles?
We've always known that American is a very strong team and is always at the top of the Patriot League. I think going into the game, we didn't want to see too far ahead. We just wanted to stay focused on our goals and our tasks in order to come out on top, which we ended up doing. We doubled our ace-to-error ratio, which serving was huge in the game. I think that really took American off of their feet a little bit and helped us get a little bit of edge in the game. And we also had twice as many blocks as them. So from a defensive standpoint, I think that really helped us as well.
You have a new coach this year, Bob Bertucci, coming over from Temple. Obviously, he's got an incredible resume. He's been around for a long time, very well-respected coach. How would you, from your perspective and the player's perspective, we've talked to him a couple of times, so we know how he feels. But what's your take on Coach Bertucci and what he's been able to bring to the program this year?
We actually received news that Coach Bertucci was our coach last spring. We were all very excited. He was overqualified for the job, and we were really excited to have him at Lehigh. I think that it's been a great change. We have an entire new coaching staff, and he's brought in some great other coaches as well. And it's just offered us a lot of new insight this year, and he's brought a lot to the table and is very knowledgeable in the area and has been able to help us improve in many areas, which has been great.
How do you as a team and how do you as a player stay focused? As I mentioned, 5-2. You're in very good position right now, strong position to get a Patriot League tournament berth. You still have half the league scheduled to go, and you're on the road this weekend for Holy Cross, and you mentioned Army, which is a tough team as well, tied for first in the Patriot League. How do you stay focused now and just try to keep things going now that you are 5-2? How do you kind of stay focused on the next task at hand without looking too far into the future?
Well, kind of with that, I think what we're trying to do is go into the gym each day of practice and start focusing there. We know that in order to play well this weekend, we have some things to do and to accomplish in the gym, and I think if we can stay focused on that first, that'll really help this weekend. And we know also that we beat Holy Cross the first time, and we play them Friday night. We play Army on Saturday, but we don't want to overlook Holy Cross. We need to come away with a win there first and not focus too far ahead on Army. And then once we play well against Holy Cross, hopefully then go into Army and hopefully come out with a win there as well.
You're a junior marketing major, and you're from Texas, and not a lot of people who are at Lehigh are from Texas. So how did you come across Lehigh? How did you make the decision that you wanted to come to the Lehigh Valley to play for the Mountain Hawks?
Yeah, Texas is very far from here. I think when I was looking for my where I wanted to go to school, I was looking at a bunch of different universities, and I really wanted to play volleyball at a Division I competitive level, which Lehigh offered me, but coming away from that, I also wanted to make sure I received a good education just because I knew I probably wouldn't be playing volleyball after college, so those were two very important factors in my college search.
And last question for you. When people, obviously volleyball has a very hardcore fan base and people who are obviously very much understand the sport. And then there's an audience out there that they kind of know what the sport is and they know what you have to do to get points, but they look at the positions and they're not really sure what everything means. There's the outside hitter, there's the setter, which people can figure out what the setter does, but you're a middle blocker. And what's the best way you can describe your role out there on the floor as a middle blocker?
I guess what I would say is the middle blocker is the one who gets up on every ball. They transition laterally across the net to try to block every ball, close to either the outside hitter or the right side hitter. And then after they close on the block, they need to transition and get up on every ball in transition as well and be ready to hit. I think that in transition, if there's a good pass, if the middle can get set, it's normally a very effective attack because since it is a much quicker hit than maybe the pin hitters, it throws more teams off balance, which is very key in the game.
Taylor Poole is our Molten Patriot League Player of the Week in volleyball, coming off a very impressive weekend, 2-0, and victories over Navy and American, and the Mountain Hawks on the road this weekend to take on Holy Cross and Army. Taylor, thanks very much for taking the time to chat with us, and good luck the rest of the way.